Hey guys, DanHeilman here, and we are back with another Awaken Chaos Era video. I wanted to make a video about all the changes from closed beta test 4, all the good changes, all the bad changes. I'm not going to go into hero balancing or anything like that, but just some of the other stuff that's changed. Okay, I'm going to start with the bad because there's really only two that I've found, and then I'll move on to the good. There's a lot more good than bad. The very first thing is when you're going through adventure, one of my biggest complaints was how much dialogue there was. I know they got to have a story in a game, but I mean, you shouldn't have to click 2,000 times for each level. And they actually made it even worse. So now in normal, when you go to the S1 levels, you can see I haven't even completed them just because I really did not want to do these. They take super long. You have to click through all these things. I get that they're trying to add quests and stuff and make it different, but I actually just didn't even do them just because it just takes so long to do them now. The time it took me to get to like level up took so much longer just because there was so much dialogue. I think they even added more dialogue into the regular missions as well. And that was one of my biggest complaints because I mean, you just sit there and you got to click on the screen for so long and so long and so long just to get through the dialogue. And then you get to the second wave and then you got to click 2,000 times more. Then you get to the third wave, you got to click 2,000 times more, etc. Okay. That one, too much dialogue for me, and it's unskippable. So that's, yeah, annoying. Forced alt animations is a big complaint for a lot of people. Honestly, in the beginning, I was kind of surprised that it didn't work. I thought it was a bug. And they changed it to only in multi-battles. But honestly, it started to grow on me, and they shortened the animations a little bit, and they've actually already removed a lot of them in the newest APK, so that one's kind of a moot point at this point. But those are the only two bad things that I have noticed from beta test. Comment below if you have any other changes that were bad in your mind, but those are the only ones I could think of. All right, let's move to the good changes, all the positive things. So the biggest one is stamina cost was drastically reduced. I've seen a lot of misinformation about this because a lot of people are saying that the stamina cost went up, this cost right here, which is totally not true. In closed beta test 4, it went 50, 100, 150, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, all the way to 50. Now it's 80 always. That is a drastic reduction in cost of diamonds to bread. That was an awesome change because I remember in closed beta test, I accidentally spent $100 on energy just farming a dungeon because it was 200 diamonds every time. And I just, clicked the automatically use diamonds and I went through $100 in the matter of a couple hours. So this has been drastically reduced. We're not getting the free meal tickets, but that was kind of just a fix to fix the energy cost. And they also just reduced the energy cost for the tower. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This was very recent in the last patch that just happened, but the void tower now is very cheap to do. Look at this. What do we got here? Two bread instead of 5. So they've reduced the cost there and reduced the overall cost to refresh. So very cool there. On my free-to-play account, I know I'm early level, so like leveling gives me more energy and stuff, but I mean, I have like 50 or 60 meal tickets that I haven't used. I'm not even able to use all my energy in like a 12, 14 hour window. So stamina cost drastically reduced. Awesome change there. Gear charms. There's so many more gear charms in here. I mean, you can even see if you look in the magic pass, I mean, they give you what, 3 for some of these? And they give a lot more gear charms. Now you can get them from farming dungeons. You can get them from endless trial. You can get them all sorts of different areas and content. And before it was very difficult. And they also reduced the gold cost for upgrading gear. Before, gear cost was wildly expensive. Like I remember like right now, I have 4.2 million gold. I've never had anywhere near like that in the closed beta test because it was so expensive to upgrade gear. I can't even really show you that because I literally have no gear charms. But they also allow you to, look at I literally have like no gear charms. But before, if you were doing something like this, it was thousands and thousands and thousands of gold. I remember to get to like 15, I think it was like 1 million gold or something wild. So you never had gold before. So this was a huge change that was super positive. And they also made it so more gear XP carries over. Before, I think it was like, don't quote me on this, it was like 10, 15, 20% of the gear XP would carry over. Now you get somewhere between 50 and 70%. Like if I wanted to, I don't have anything unequipped, do I? Yeah, it's all equipped on my heroes, so I can't show you. Oh, here we go. So you can see I got a couple levels from that. I guess only one level, but did they change this? I think they might have scaled this down a little bit. In the beginning, you almost got 100% back. I wonder if they scaled this down a little bit. But anyways, more gear experience carries over than it did before. I think they might have literally hotfixed this as I'm talking about it. So maybe ignore that one. But yeah. Endless Trial. Let's talk about Endless Trial. This was a huge one. Endless Trial was miserable in closed beta test. You did the entire thing. It still takes forever to do it. It still takes so long to do it, but it's worth it to do it. So I don't mind doing it because you get so many gear charms in there. I mean, you get like, I don't know, 20, 30 gear charms in there. They are specific to a piece. So like when you get an epic one, it'll go, or a purple one, it'll go into like a helm or like, you know, whatever, a ring. So it does go to a specific slot, but still you get so many more of them. Awesome change for Endless Trial. Very cool there. Mythic Content. So in closed beta test 4, when you were farming really high levels of Mythic Content, say you were in chapter 7 or whatever, you would get 1-star gear. 1-star gear in high levels of content here, like Mythic chapter 7. You would literally get 1-star gear. Now, when you're in here, you can see when you fight a level here, you're getting 5-star gear instead of 1-star gear. So that was a huge improvement. Glyph drop rates, I feel like are slightly increased, but I have no proof for that, so I'm not going to mention that. But yeah, it's now actually almost better to farm Mythic in the beginning than it is to farm any dungeons, because you can get 5-star gear, and depending on what chapter you choose, you can choose which gear set you get. So great changes there for Mythic. I don't remember if the cost is any different from closed beta test, but yeah, that's a great change as well. Next one, quick promote. So when you're in the altar, before you could only quick promote certain heroes. Now they added this little checkbox in here, and you can choose which ones you want to quick promote. This was a great change. Before, you had to manually do all the elites, and now you can choose which ones you want and just use the quick promote system. So that was a great change. That one was highly recommended from a lot of people, so I'm glad they listened on that. You know, they have done a pretty good job at listening to our complaints. There's a lot of people complaining about a lot of things, but they seem to have implemented a lot of them. So very cool there. My only complaint really is the price of packs. That needs to come down a little bit. I hope for global launch that will come down a little bit, because right now they're not really competitive with other games. Okay, easier to reroll. So before they had no way to reroll. Now you can actually reroll by clicking the star in the top right. Where is it? Settings? Yeah, account. And you can reset your account here. They had no way to do this before. So what you had to do before was you had to completely uninstall the game, reinstall the game, and then that would reroll for you. So this is nice. They added that little thing in there. Super helpful for a lot of people here. Market Shop. The Market Shop, the prices were decreased down the board. I have no problem with gold anymore. That was a huge problem in closed beta test. 5-star green pieces. I actually just went and looked at another video of mine because I wanted to confirm that this actually went down. 5-star green pieces before were 20,000, and now 5-star blue pieces are 16,000. So these have definitely gone down in price. They were very expensive. I think the most expensive one I've seen was maybe like, I don't know, I don't have any legendary pieces, but they were like 300, 400,000, if I remember correctly, in closed beta test 4. So those prices have come down, which is awesome. I think the price of everything has come down, because I don't remember these being so cheap. 800, that's like nothing. And these gear charms are only 4,500. Obviously, you want to buy all these, but I just refreshed the shop just for this video, just so I could go show you these prices. But yeah, great changes there. Gold was very hard to come by. Crit ring, huh? Crit ring? Crit ring? 4,800? Why not? That's like no gold at all. I might use that on some random person. Yeah. So So gold prices in there have come down a lot. Okay, that's it for the video. I just wanted to talk about some of the changes coming from closed beta test into soft launch. They've made a lot of very positive changes. Oh, I just remembered one. Events. Events in closed beta test 4 were impossible. You had to whale. Gear upgrade events, forget it. I mean, I think I spent $100 to finish any of those events. Now these are I mean, I've even completed these on my free-to-play account. So no worries about these events being, you know, only whale events. That was a huge concern in closed beta test as well. So a lot of positive changes. I'm sure they will continue to make changes. So if you want to request changes, you know, go to the main Discord and go in the suggestions, and also look through the suggestions there. You can upvote or downvote suggestions. What they do is the ones that have the highest number of suggestions, they'll start looking at those to see if they can, you know, help the community by changing those things. So if you do want to go vote on suggestions, go to the main Discord and vote there. That's a great way to get your changes implemented. Okay, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go down there, smash the like button, sub to the channel if you're not already. There's a lot of people watching my videos that are not subscribed. Everything in the entire world as far as me goes by my subscriber count. That includes getting promotions from companies and all that type of stuff. So that really helps me. All right, that's it for the video. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, guys. See ya.